Especially big for the Capitals with the home crowd behind them.
Absolutely. The first goal of the game has been the team that's going to win here in the series so far, and we're looking for that tonight. I'd like to see Dino get real hot here 5 minutes and get it.
Good luck tonight, Terry.
Thanks, Jeff.
Caps coach Terry Murray back upstairs.
All right, Jeff, thanks very much. The New Jersey Devils, Al, seem pretty desperate. They're a desperate hockey team, and so desperate, in fact, they're going to try. And Sylvain Turgeon back in the lineup tonight, even though he's got a groin problem that has not allowed him a single minute in this series.
Well, let's face it, right now, the Capitals' defense has been the real story and the real key. The New Jersey Devil offense has bogged down. They haven't been able to, and the real key. The New Jersey Devil offense has bogged down. They haven't been able to finish off their plays. They need some additional scoring punch. So back comes Mark Johnson, and in for the first time, this man, Sylvain Turgeon. Doesn't have a great playoff record when he was with Hartford. Only 3 goals in 25 playoff games, but the man is a creative player. The type of guy who could get you 1 creative goal, and that may be all you need to ignite your team.
Dino Ciccarelli just keeps on rolling for the Washington Capitals, but it was great the other night in Game 5 to see some of the other players do some scoring, too.
No question about it, and we'll see if the goal that Mike Ridley scored really starts to propel him. Remember, Ridley was held without a goal in last year's playoffs. He was injured to start this year's playoffs, but has been playing, I think, extremely strong hockey, fighting off those injuries, making key plays, working defensively. But that goal he scored the other night, just 27 seconds into the third period, tied the game up for the Capitals, ignited the team, and really got Washington going on their comeback. A big goal from a key player, and we'll see if that really propels him. But obviously the man of the hour and the man of this entire series is Dino Ciccarelli. Everything he touches seems to find its way into the net, and Dino is the guy that the Devils will try and shut down, obviously. But the one thing we noticed the other night, when they were all paying attention to Dino, it left a lot of other people wide open. That was one of the keys to Mike Ridley getting his goal.
Here's a look at what it's like on the inside of this Capitol Center, where they are going bananas right now in anticipation of the dropping of the opening faceoff to start Game 6. Game 7, if necessary, would be played on Tuesday night at the Meadowlands, and none of these fans want that to happen. Both teams are all set to go now down at center ice, and we'll turn it over now to the public address announcer here at the Capitol Center, Mr. Marv Brooks, for the introduction of our national anthem before a roaring crowd here tonight.
Please rise and join Glenn Cunningham in singing our national anthem.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Tremendous roar in this building as the fans are ready to go for the start of Game 6. And here's the man who will do the refereeing tonight, Andy Van Helleman. The linesmen are Ryan Bozak and Randy Mitten. The alternate official is Paul Dvorsky. The off-ice officials have been supplied from the Boston Garden, where they normally work games for the Boston Bruins. Chris Terreri is in goal. He's 2-1, a 3.35 average. Don Beaupre, also 2-1, and a 2.64 goals against average. Mike Liut, the backup for Beaupre. Sean Burke, the backup for Terreri. Michael Pavanka against the Devils' David Maley, and Maley wins the draw, and we're underway. Here comes Bruce Driver up to center ice. Fires it back inside the Washington zone. Into the corner now in Capitals ice. Here's Maley throwing it behind the net. Scott Stevens turns to start out. Leads it ahead for Pavanka. He doesn't see it. Now Leach catches up to the puck and flips it across the line. Back inside the New Jersey zone. Here's Driver thrown to the backboard by Pavanka. The puck played to the point. Rouse tries to keep it in, but it's punched back to center. And here is Joyce now to get it. Robert Joyce for Washington tosses on into the Devil zone. Ken Daneyko, who was -3 in Game 5, brings the puck to center. Throws it back to the Washington end. Here's Scott Stevens. Over now to Bob Rouse. Rouse to center. Dumps it back inside New Jersey ice. Daneyko tries to play it off the boards. Takes a spill. The puck comes out to Sundstrom. And Sundstrom works it ahead to center now for John McLean. Here's McLean. He's been one of the Devils' more effective players in the series and chases it now back inside the Washington zone. Beaupre plays it up the board. McLean tied for the goal-scoring lead for New Jersey with 3. He has 4 points in the series. Kasatonov gets some room, walks in, can't get the shot away. Kelly Miller did a good job of holding up his stick. Now Langway on the backboard, taken by Sundstrom. Right back to Langway. He clears to the blue line, but not out. Fetisov keeps it in. In behind the Washington goal, here's Hatcher. Sending it up the boards, and it's cleared out of there by Cicerelli. Back to center ice. Hatcher to the blue line. Walking in 3-on-2. A deep, and he can't get the puck. Has to chase it to the corner. Wrigley went crashing into the New Jersey net. There's going to be a cross-checking penalty against the Devils, and the Capitals have been presented with the game's first power play opportunity. You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs on Home Team Sports.
It is a race from California to New York to win America's favorite light beer. It is the Tour Delight. Here comes the Jamaican bobsled team, Flecko and White, and of course, Run DMC.
Hey guys, I know a shortcut. Follow me.
Well, there goes Woody Harrelson. They all want to win the less filling beer that really tastes great, Miller Lite. And so, it's on to New York.
Canada. All right. That's on the map.
The Caps get a 3-on-2 rush. Kevin Hatcher with some fancy stick handling can't get the shot away, but forces the Devils into a penalty. Kasatonov with a cross-checking call as he sends Ridley off his skates into Terreri, into the net. 1:48 the time of the penalty, and the Caps with the first man advantage. Kasatonov also had a great scoring opportunity of his own, Mike, as he came pinching down deep at the other end, but Kelly Miller shipping his stick against Kasatonov to force that puck away.
Pass right in front of the Devils' net, but Tucker couldn't get the bouncing puck. Now it's played back to Tucker in the corner, and Doug Brown sends it all the way down the ice. Washington with 4 power play goals out of 26 opportunities, 15%. And the Devils have killed off 22 of those 26 for 85%. Terreri deflects the puck wide to the corner. Here goes Tucker into throw it behind the net now for Hunter. Back of the goal for John Tucker. Tucker tries to look for Kortnoff, finds Stevens, and his shot is blocked. Back to Tucker. Plays it in now to Hunter. Over to Scott Stevens, a slap shot. Blocked. Devils doing a good pair of blocking shots in there as a couple of their players have got right in front of the Washington shot. Now here's Kortnoff to the corner. Jeff Kortnoff for Washington. Up to Tucker. Brown ties him up and kicks it out of his zone, and it comes all the way back to the Washington blue line. 51 seconds to go in the Kasatonov penalty. Caps on the power play. No score. Just underway. Puck knocked down by a high Devil stick. Fetisov ties up with Cicerelli, but now here comes McLean to center. John McLean winds it back into his own zone to take up more clock time on the penalty. Sundstrom out to center. Grabbed by Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher over to Johansson. He sends it right side for Pivonka. Pivonka leads a pass behind Johansson all the way back inside the Jersey zone. And as the Devils take possession, icing is the call. Now Pivonka giving a shove after the whistle. The faceoff will come back to the Washington zone. Stephen Leach has exited the ice and gone back to the Capitals dressing room, we believe, for an equipment repair. And with Doug Shearer back in the dressing room area, helping Leach probably with some sort of a skate repair, Craig Leidig has come out now onto the bench and will serve as the equipment manager on the Washington bench.
Capitals, just with 13 seconds left to go in their power play, have yet to register a shot on Terreri. They did have some good scoring chances, but the Devils doing another fine job of penalty killing. And I think the key to the penalty killing for the Devils so far in this series has been the ability of their defensemen and, more importantly, their forwards to get in front of shots and block them. They've really limited the Capitals to a number of scoring opportunities because of those blocks.
Here comes Calle Johansson to start out the center. Gives it to Pivonka. Now thrown back inside the Devils zone. It skims past Terreri. Dug out of the corner by Ridley. Penalty's over. Kasatonov gets a break. Out of the net comes Beaupre. He clears it into Kasatonov. He hits the post. The puck left in front of the goal. A shot. Steve Beaupre covered up in front of the net by Bob Rouse. What a wonderful opportunity for the Devils, and it all goes for naught.
Well, Mike, how many playoff years have you seen these situations develop for the Capitals? Open nets and hitting posts. Kasatonov has had two glorious scoring opportunities already in this game. This one by far the best. And then that final flurry, Beaupre scrambling back to cover up. But Kasatonov did the smart thing when he realized he was not going to get to the puck first. He veered off, anticipating where Beaupre was going to clear it. But that wide open net, he finds only the goalpost, and right now, anyway, the omen's excellent for the Washington Capitals.
How many times over the last 6 seasons have you wondered when the Capitals were going to get the break they needed? Lady Luck might be in this building tonight, wearing a Washington sweater. Here comes Kirk Muller to center. Dumps it back inside the Capital zone, and the Hunter is there in the corner after it. Plays it up the boards, and now Muller knocks it free. Back to the point for Driver. Sheehy reaches for it, but Morris takes over for the Devils. Here's a slap shot. Beaupre with the save on the drive from Bruce Driver just inside the blue line.
Well, right now, the Devils certainly at even strength outplaying the Capitals, getting a number of chances. Their point men right now, the New Jersey point men, doing a terrific job of keeping pucks in and starting the offense from that blue line. Don Beaupre coming up with the save there. He's faced 2 New Jersey shots. Chris Terreri, despite having the Capitals have a power play already, has yet to have a shot on goal. Morris out there between Muller and Stastny. Stastny moving to left wing. Been playing the entire series at center. Muller's lined up on that left wing side, but they'll rotate themselves around. As the offense of the New Jersey Devils has been the lack of it, has been the real story. And John Cunningham trying to change things, fire his team up, and it's worked so far, at least in the chances.
Here comes Sheehy to start the rush, brings the puck ahead to Hunter. Dale Hunter fires it in from center ice, and Terreri with a skate save. Now back into the corner. Eric Weinrich off the boards for Muller. Out to center for Stastny. Now back to Muller, right wing. Over to Driver. His shot is on goal, and Beaupre with the stick save. Langway leads it up the board. Hunter taps it ahead to Tucker. Tucker to center ice. Gets across the blue line. Tucker on the right wing. A shot centered and blocked into the corner on the deflection. Langway tries to keep it going in the Jersey zone, but the Devils come back. Lead pass out to center ice from Muller. Goes left side. Played off the boards by Hunter now all the way back into the Devils zone. Randy Velishek. Over to Mark Johnson. Up ahead now to Sylvain Turgeon. At the blue line. He's poke checked. He can't be in game shape, Al. Turgeon cannot be, no matter how much practicing he's been doing coming off a groin injury.
Not only in game shape, I don't think he's 100%. That groin is not completely healed.
Here's Ridley across the blue line. A wrist shot blocked by Velishek. The puck goes to the corner. Cicerelli hit by Velishek. Tied up in the corner. The puck behind the net for Ridley. It comes back over to Kelly Miller. Mark Johnson tying up Miller on the play. Ridley to dig it out. Now centering pass, and Cicerelli's shot off the side of the Devil goal. Wrap around, and that is smothered by Terreri. Capitals mount some pressure. Each team has 3 shots on goal, but there's no score.
Announcing the Subaru Spring Training Program. Fans, now's the time to drive home a Subaru like the Legacy with a power-hitting 16-valve, 130-horsepower engine, the options of civilized 4-wheel drive and anti-lock brakes. You can save up to $1,500. That baby is out of here. Factory-to-dealer cash incentives on selected models mean you could save up to $1,500 on the Subaru.
The last 2 shifts for the Capitals have gained them their best opportunities of the night. In this last flurry, Dino Ciccarelli coming in. His shot hits the side of the net, but Mike Ridley comes up with that rebound behind the net, tries a little wraparound. Carreri's set and ready for it and covers up. Before that, John Tucker out there. Watch this centering pass sliding through. John Druce gets a stick on it, and the best save so far by either goaltender turned in right there by Chris Carreri.
Here's John Druce on the right wing. Takes it into the corner. Bumped by Kasatonov. Fetisov knocked off his skate by Tim Berglund. Big check. Berglund has it poked out of his zone to center ice. Langway dumps it right back in. Kasatonov gives it up to Pavanka. He throws it on into the Devil's zone, and Fetisov is in behind the net to take it. To Kasatonov. Right side pass for Shanahan. Brendan Shanahan out to center. Puts it across the blue line. Back into the Washington zone. And here's Kevin Hatcher to play. Now over to Langway. Rod Langway, right wing side for Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher works to center. Gets across the line. Right side for John Druce. Druce a slap shot. Stick save made by Carreri. Into the corner it goes, and here comes Sundstrom working to center. Patrick Sundstrom for the Devils across the blue line. And Druce is able to steal after Hatcher slows Sundstrom up with a hit. Capitals changing on the fly, and the puck goes into the Devils zone, but the play called back offside. So we'll have a face-off just inside the Washington blue line with 13:06 left in the first period.
Mike, maybe the biggest fact in the series so far has been the Capitals' ability to hit and hurt those New Jersey defensemen, particularly Fetisov and Kasatonov. These guys are not used to getting hit this way. Watch what happens. Fetisov is going to come in for that puck, and before he can even turn to face up ice, he's leveled by Berglund. And from that moment on, the next 2 times Fetisov and Kasatonov touched the puck, they were tentative, got rid of it before they needed to, and turned the puck over. Normally, these guys at least are able to get a turn and look up ice before they get hit. Here, they're not even getting an opportunity to turn to make that play, and that has been a major factor.
Conacher coming on the right wing, takes it behind the net. Spins to avoid Rouse and loses it. Johansson picks him up behind the net. Conacher still digging for it. Johansson in to throw a hit. Now Maley makes the play up the corner board. Back into the corner again. Here's Johansson reaching for it. He's checked. John Tucker standing by and kicks it loose, but it comes right to Doug Brown. Thrown off the backboard in behind the Washington goal. Leach up the right wing. Hit by Maley. The puck player at the center. And back into the Devil's zone. Weinrich drops the pass for Driver. Right side for Eric Weinrich. Out to Conacher. Now on into the Washington zone, and Beaupre behind the goal clears it up the left boards for Scott Stevens. Here's Stevens out to center, and it's off the stick of Bob Joyce. Back inside the New Jersey end, and Leach is back to chase. Kirk Muller out there now for the Devils. Can't clear. Checked in. Kelly Miller spins in the corner. Weinrich is all over him. Now it's thrown behind the net. Wrigley is back to get it. Sheehy wants the puck at the right point. The pass goes in front for Miller. Ciccarelli tries to turn it around. Here's a blast from Sheehy. And that rockets off a stick and winds up in the crowd out of play for a Stanley Cup souvenir. Still no score between the Capitals and the Devils here in Game 6.
Now how am I going to get there? It'll be great to see the guys again. I wonder if they'll all show. I just gotta get there. I'm trying to make my way back to the Brackendale River.
Friends deserve the best.
This is great. They all showed up.
The crisp, clean taste of Canada's best beer, Labatt's Blue.
What took you so long?
I had a little car trouble.
Between friends, it's true blue, Labatt's Blue.
Capitals amassing a good record now under Terry Murray. Terry, just thinking though, 16 wins in 28 games in the postseason. He would be the coach of the Stanley Cup winners.
Capitals could take a giant step tonight. Here's Stevens in front, and the shot goes wide from Dale Hunter. Now dug out. Courtnall takes possession for Washington, spins it off the board. And Stastny of the Devils has trouble at the blue line. Played to center ice. John Morris inside the zone. Gives to Stastny. He's way offside. There'll be a face-off now out of neutral ice.
You know, so far, Peter Stastny, as the series has gone on, has become less of a factor. The Capitals paying a lot of attention to him. He started out strong, 2 goals and 4 assists, but Peter Stastny had those numbers coming in. He set himself up in the first 2 games, but he has been locked at that point. When you can keep a man that dangerous from picking up even just assists, let alone goals, because you know that is the key to his game and his setup passes. Just give you an idea of the overall strong defensive play the Capitals have featured as the series has moved on. He got those 2 goals and 2 assists in the first 2 games, those shootout-style games at the Meadowlands. But once the series returned here to the Capitol Center, it became Capital-type hockey, defense first, very tight.
John Druce flips it off the boards out to center ice, and back to chase it now is Ken Danico. Danico for the Devils, out to Conacher. Works to center. Conacher across the Washington blue line. Hit by Stevens. The puck still loose to Maley. Now Druce takes over for Washington. John Druce. Stick handles out of his own zone. Up to center. Flat shot. That rattles off the cage on the face mask of Chris Terreri, bouncing off his chest and up into the shin guard of Terreri. As it cleared the other direction, icing is called against the Devils.
Can you see the confidence growing in John Druce? This man now really looking for his shot. He's got 2 goals. He's picked up a couple big goals already in this series. And the more John Druce plays, the higher his confidence level is. And he's out there just gunning now. When he gets the opportunity, he knows he's got a good, hard shot. He just comes walking in over that blue line and drills it, trying to use Belichick as a bit of a screen right between the legs. See the reaction of Terreri catching him up high. But before that, John Druce had a great shot coming in off that right wing side and had a good opportunity on that centering pass from Tucker that Terreri made his best save of the night on.
John Druce had the game-winning goal in Game 4. Right now, there's no score with 10:30 to go here in the first period. Brendan Shanahan leads it ahead to Fetisov. He's in alone, and Beaupre stops it. Langway chasing the rebound. Hatcher takes over. Back come the Caps. Ciccarelli on the right wing. Across the blue line. And it's played back out to center ice. Langway tosses it in. Delayed offside here. Now waved off as the Devils clear the zone. Into the skates of Sundstrom. It's in across the blue line of Washington. Langway pokes it loose. Here's Shanahan trying to center for McLean. He finds him. And Beaupre makes the stop, and the puck is cleared on the rebound. Now Dino Ciccarelli starts out. Too far it goes for Kelly Miller. And the Capitals change up the line. Like Fetisov didn't look like the winner of the Pravda Trophy when he won it the year that he was named the highest scoring defenseman in the Soviet Union on that play, did he?
No, but you got to give a lot of credit to Don Beaupre. But Fetisov made a pretty decent move. Beaupre was outstanding to stop him and keep this score.
Beaupre has stopped both the Soviet defensemen in this period. And now he freezes the puck to his left to stop play again.
You know, we talk so much about getting the first goal of the game. Obviously, has been a key, but you can only get that first goal if the game remains scoreless. And Don Beaupre has done his part so far. Fetisov just bolting through the Caps defense pairing of Langway and Hatcher. And he looked to get it right between the pads. He figured that move was going to open up Beaupre enough. Beaupre got a little piece of it. It did trickle through him, but wide enough to where the defense could then finally help him cover up. He has been sharp so far, stopping all 6 New Jersey shots. This game is scoreless with 9:26 left in the first period.
Face-off will be to the left of Don Beaupre. Pivonka is out there to work against Mark Johnson. Johnson inserted into the lineup again for New Jersey, playing in only his 2nd game of the series. Now he's kicked out of there. It'll be Bob Brook to come on and work the face-off. Pivonka gets the face-off back to Scott Stevens. He plays it off the corner boards, and on the right wing side, here's Leach. Held up by Bruce Driver, but Pivonka steals and starts back. Moves it ahead to Joyce. Bob Joyce to the blue line. Coming on to the right wing. Joyce tries to center, and Terreri is able to hold on to it. And clears to the corner. Turgeon hit by Pivonka. Back to the point for Bob Rash. He winds. His drive goes wide. Collision at the side of the net. Pivonka knocked down on the play. Here's a wrist shot by Leach and a glove save by Terreri through the slot. It went right across the goal crease. I don't think it would have gone in the net, but Terreri reached out and made the catch. The Devils wanted to slow things down anyway. The Caps were buzzing in the New Jersey zone.
Bob Joyce made a terrific play. He comes busting down that right wing side, left-handed shot. Just tucked his shoulder in and drove to the net, got a little opportunity at it, and then his line mates finally caught up with him, and Pivonka and Leach kept the play alive. Here's Stephen Leach ripping that drive to the front, and Terreri puts the glove on. Could be an interesting line as this series goes on, or if the Capitals move on, with Pivonka, Joyce, and Leach. Guys who can really come in and score you some key goals at interesting times. So much attention played to the Hunter line and, of course, to the Wrigley line. These guys can find themselves with a little room to operate.
Caps turn on the forechecking, and here's Tucker. Feeds it over to Hunter. Hunter walking in front. As it knocked down, turns and fires, and that's blocked. Hunter tries to get rid of it over to Tucker, and Tucker keeps it in. Chased now by Courtnall. Courtnall to Hunter. Hunter into the corner. Along the sideboard. As it clears to Muller, and Muller starts back for New Jersey. Stastny into the corner. Muller back to chase it. It's poked loose, and now here comes Hunter to start back. Leaves it left side for Courtnall. Courtnall out to center ice. And he gets hit, and this might be a 5-minute major for Snow. It's just going to be slashing. It looked as though there was almost an attempt to spear on that play, but it will be called slashing. Again, Washington gets the power play. 7 shots to 6, but nothing on the scoreboard between the Caps and the Devils.
At All-Star Dodge, we've been Baltimore's #1 Dodge retail dealer for the past 7 years. Our customers keep coming back again and again because All-Star sells below credit union buying services and sometimes even below fleet prices. All-Star's $500 down cash or trade policy lets just about anybody drive a new Omni, Caravan, Daytona, or Dodge pickup truck right away. And you'll find All-Star's company executive demos discounted as much as 30% right now at All-Star.
Another opportunity for the Capitals to get that critical first goal. Ken Daneyko reaching out with his stick, using it to stop, knock down Courtnall. You see how he loses his stick on that slash. That is the penalty call, slashing at 11:48.
Caps get the draw. Here's Kevin Hatcher, left side for Calle Johansson. He drives it into the New Jersey zone. Slowed down by Terreri. Ciccarelli digs it out of the corner. Brings it back to Pivonka. Now it's taken away and cleared to the point. And Hatcher's unable to keep it in. It took a bounce just outside the blue line before it went on into the Devils zone. And Randy Mitten alertly saw that and called the play offside. Kevin Hatcher, the best plus-minus mark in this whole series of either team. Now a +5. So far has 4 assists. He's tied with Johansson for the lead in the assist column for the Washington Capitals.
You see what he's doing at both ends of the ice. Playing great defense, as that plus-minus will attest to, teaming well with Langway, but also really dominating things from that blue line. When he starts those rushes, he's just driving those New Jersey people back into the zone, really opening up plenty of territory.
Fetisov from Kasatonov leads it off the right wing boards back into the Capitals' end, and Beaupre settles it down, allowing Hatcher to take it. Hatcher swings out to center ice, gets to the blue line, carries it in, stops at the point. Now lugs it over to Johansson. He fires wide, missing Ciccarelli. And it's picked up by Doug Brown and played out of the zone to Kasatonov. Now poke checked at the blue line and sent right into the Washington players' bench. And that stops that Devil rush.
Excellent recovery by Calle Johansson coming over from the right point, getting back into position to cut down what looked to be a developing 2-on-1 shorthanded for the New Jersey Devils. Johansson also having a good playoff series. The one thing the Capitals want to see out of Calle Johansson is in these situations, they want him to get his power play shots on goal. He's picking up 4 assists, but right now his offensive production has come at even strength. He's so important in the Capitals' power play that he needs to get his shots on goal. Think of that last shot, though, Mike. One, he was a little bit off balance and slightly out of position, but I think he also was really looking to try and get it towards Dino Ciccarelli, see if he could get Ciccarelli set up for some sort of deflection. In that situation, just get it on goal. Dino's great on the deflection, but he may even be better on gobbling up rebounds. And that's what you get when you put it on net. Here's Scott Stevens to start out, moves it ahead to center ice for Courtnall. The puck taken at the blue line. Kasatonov back out to center, and here's Hatcher. Right side for Stevens. Into the Devil zone. Whacked by Sundstrom back to the Washington line. And Hatcher goes back to get it. 48 seconds left in the power play. Here's Scott Stevens. Moves it out to Courtnall. Courtnall to the New Jersey line. Goes into the corner, drops it for Hunter, and his pass for Hatcher is taken over and cleared out to center ice. The Devils coming on. Here comes Sundstrom on the left wing. High wrist shot. Blocker save made by Beaupre. And now Kasatonov goes back to center and deeper into his end to take up more time on the penalty clock. McLean to the Washington zone. To Langway, and out to Courtnall on the right wing. Here's Courtnall, left side pass for Drew. Picked off. Belichick ahead to Conacher. Conacher walking in, short-handed, fires. Beaupre the save. Courtnall back to the corner after. Penalty's over. Danik goes out of the box, and now New Jersey is at full strength. It's a long drive by Courtnall wide of the Devil net. Played out to center. Rouse takes charge in neutral ice. Backs it up for Langway. Caps complete the line change. And Rod Langway moves it ahead again to Rouse. Fed across the line to Berglund. He's in alone, and he can't hold the puck. The puck was bouncing and got away off Berglund's stick. And the Devils send it all the way down now. This will be icing. Langway's the only man back to get it. And the face-off returns to New Jersey ice. Well, right now, John Cunniff has got to be relatively pleased with what's going on. I think the Devils have played a terrific road first period. They've kept the Capitals off the board despite Washington having 2 power play opportunities. Terreri's come up with some key saves, and they've had good pressure on their own. Tim Berglund coming down with an opportunity, but you see this puck really doing some bouncing and literally just hops right over the blade of his stick when he tried to shoot before he made that move. But with 5:47 left to go, the Capitals feeling the Devils would come out as a desperate team. They have, so Washington has to be pleased with what's going on. But this Devil team down by 1 in this building with the Capitals on such a momentum run. I think this has been an excellent first period so far for New Jersey. For the Devils, it's John Morris into the Washington zone. Throws a pass away from Weinrich. Now into the corner. Scott Stevens gets a stick on it. Clears to the point. Driver keeps it in. Stevens and Stastny in the corner. Puck led behind the goal away from Muller, and here comes Bob Rouse back to center. Rouse tries to work it free from Morris. It comes to Stevens. He bounces it out to the center line. Bruce Driver back into his own zone. 5 minutes to play in this scoreless first period. Rouse throws a hit on Weinrich. Ridley takes the puck. Here's John Morris peeking in behind the goal. Tries to center. We've got a penalty call coming. This will be against Washington. John Druce, I believe, will get called here for hooking. Time of the call, 15:15 of the first period. And as Druce heads off the ice, the Devils will have their first power play chance of this game, and we'll head down to Jeff Rimmer. Thanks, Mike. On our Washington Post scoreboard, we head to the Forum in Montreal. The Canadiens leading on an early goal in the first period. 1-0 over the Buffalo Sabres. If the Canadiens can win on home ice, they would wrap up that series, and they would advance to the Adams Division Final. Again, it's 1-0 Boston and Hartford also going at it tonight. That game in Hartford with the Bruins leading that series by a 3-2 count. We'll update you on those scores and a lot more. Stay tuned. Right now, back upstairs to Mike and Al. All right, thanks, Jeff. This is a great shift by the line of Morris, Stastny, and Muller, with Weinrich and Driver really helping out. Morris getting taken down by Druce behind the net, hooking at 15:15. Now the Washington penalty killers under the gun. Langway's on with Hatcher. Ridley up front with Miller, and Ridley clears at the length of the ice. On the Devil power play, it's Kasatonov and Fetisov. Up front, Sundstrom with Shanahan and McLean. Kasatonov
to McLean across the blue line. Looks for Sundstrom in the corner, but Sundstrom was in early. Offside, New Jersey.
You see that those capital penalty killing numbers. And even though they're 10th out of 16 teams, that's still, they are 2% better than they were in the regular season when they were 8th in the National Hockey League out of 21 teams. So the Washington Capitals and the New Jersey Devils, as Rob Laird mentioned with Jeff Rimmer at the start of the broadcast, that there's not enough credit probably given to both penalty killing units.
Here's Langway to clear it off the stick of Casatona all the way down the ice. Piece off, back to take it. Right side pass now for Brendan Shanahan. Pinned to the boards by Miller. Into the corner for Sundstrom. Tries to dig it out. Blocked by Beaupre. Hatcher throws a hit on Sundstrom, knocking him to the ice. Miller, or rather Ridley to Langway, and Langway sends it all the way down.
Relentlessly physical penalty killing by the Capitals.
Sundstrom back to Kasatonov now for New Jersey. In behind the Washington net. Here's McLean centering it. A save by Beaupre. Rebound. And Stevens throws it halfway up to the broadcast booth. Boy, Scott Stevens wanted to make sure with 49 seconds left on that penalty as the Devils had an open net chance again. And Beaupre stopped the Devils once more.
Look at the quick feet of Don Beaupre. Set up in front. Great opportunity for Sundstrom, and Don Beaupre, quick save, and Scott Stevens able to gobble up that second rebound there. Look how quickly Don Beaupre actually never really gets on him. That shot just wide right there. Well, I thought he definitely had caught that with the right pad and the right skate. Nonetheless, a dangerous opportunity with that puck bouncing back in the traffic. The Capitals now have 49 seconds left to go on this New Jersey power play.
From the face-off, here's Bruce Driver from the point of slap shot. Beaupre has it in check and then covers up as Stastny reaches for it. Scott Stevens takes exception to that. He starts pushing Stastny out of there while Dale Hunter has something of his own going with the Devils' Kirk Muller.
See how Andy Van Hellemond handles this. Muller and Hunter continuing a little bit after he told him to break it up. See if he allows this, because it certainly has not been a chippy game to this point. It's been pretty much stick to hockey, which you would expect in Game 6 with Devils possibly eliminated after tonight, so everything has gone pretty much by the book so far. Don Beaupre again getting down, using those pads to block and pretty much dull the shot. Stastny coming close, and Rouse and Stevens won't let that take place. These two guys getting in it, but then to the left of everything on your screen is the real battle between Hunter and Muller. Both guys getting their helmets knocked off, but Andy Van Hellemond let everything calm down. No penalties. 43 seconds left for New Jersey to work the man advantage.
Back at the point, here's Bruce Driver, and he sizzles one just wide. Now Weinrich a shot. That's blocked, and Kelly Miller clears it all the way down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the penalty. Morris has it stolen by Miller. Miller, a left side slap shot, and it's blocked. And we got a whistle anyway. Play was offside. There'll be a face-off out in neutral ice. With 3:09 left in the first period and 24 seconds left in the John Druce penalty for Hooker.
Certainly has chipped in offensively, playing on that big line with Ridley and Dino Ciccarelli, but I think his value still continues to be taking the assignment to stop the top scorers. And, you know, John McLean had a good early start, but coming back to this building, job assigned to Kelly Miller was slow down and stop if you can John McLean, and that has been pretty much the case. Kelly Miller also, again, proving his value as a key penalty killer. I think they're going to put some time back up on the clock, and more importantly for New Jersey, the penalty, because that whistle had blown, but the 2 seconds continued to go off the clock when Kelly Miller shot. With the roar of this crowd, the whistle couldn't be heard. So it's now 26 seconds left on the New Jersey power play.
Dump it in, and here's Weinrich to get it from behind the goal. center ice, driven back into the Washington zone, and here's Stastny out of the corner. Rouse takes a run at him. Morris plays it along to the side of the net, and it's cleared all the way down by Mike Ridley. Bruce hops back on the ice, and Washington is again at full strength. Now it's high up in the corner. Hatcher keeps the puck going. Clears it out to Ridley. He's got a 3-on-2 with Druce and Hatcher. Druce across the blue line. Druce, a shot. Save Terreri. Rebound, knocked to the corner. A centering pass, and Ridley tries to deflect that, but it goes into the corner. Now the puck played right out to John Druce. A slap shot, a save. Terreri kicked wide on the rebound. Muller knocked to the ice by Druce as he clears the puck. Back come the Devils on the attack. Weinrich at center ice. Waits as his Devil teammates change lines. Now here comes Brown across the blue line, throwing it into the corner, and Rod Langway's back to get it. He's bumped by Brown. Hatcher hits, but manages to clear the puck ahead to Cicerella. He gets to center ice, and Jeff Courtnall charges across the line. Courtnall spins at the blue line and has the pass stolen, and back come the Devils on the attack. Maley fakes the shot, now fires wide, and Courtnall sends it up the boards back to center. Big arm save moments ago by Chris Terreri stopped the Washington rush. Now the Devils throw it into the Capitals' end. Here's Scott Stevens out to Hunter. Left side for Courtnall. Courtnall gets across the blue line. Drop pass Hunter. Hunter jammed up on the play by Maley. Gives Maley a shot, pushing him. The Devils come out. Doug Brown to center. Long slap shot. And Beaupre drops it behind the goal for Scott Stevens. Lead pass out to Hunter. Hunter to center. Long drive wide of Terreri in the Devil net.
1 minute remaining.
We're in the final minute of play in the period. Here comes Sylvain Turgeon to center ice. Slap shot kicked wide by Beaupre. Into the corner goes Hatcher. Cross check by Turgeon, but Hatcher has the puck. He plays it up the left wing boards for Steve Leach. Leach to center. Right side pass for Pavonka. Cut off by Turgeon, who got back pretty well on that play for a man with an injured groin muscle. Now leads it out to center ice. Hatcher has it knocked down by Johnson. Mark Johnson walks in, shoots, and a save by Beaupre. 30 seconds to go in the period. Puck skims off the boards past Kasatonov to center. The piece-off taken away by Hatcher. Hatcher out to Steve Leach. Leach across the blue line into the Devil zone. Left side Pavonka flips to the side of the New Jersey net. Terreri pokes it in behind the goal from the corner. It's played right in front for Leach. A fake, a shot, and a goal! Coming with just 11 seconds to play. Here's another look at it. You see there, Mike, he faked the shot initially, and you saw how Terreri moved out and then leaned down. Terreri started to make that move, and Steve Leach put it in the spot that Terreri vacated. Dynamite goal. Stephen Leach is first to the playoffs, but that hard work by his line mates with him, Pavonka, Joyce, getting down on the Soviet defense duo, made all the difference. The Devils outshoot the Capitals in the first period, 13-11, but Steve Leach gives Washington a 1-0 lead. More Stanley Cup